Students, the next topic it is anomalous behavior of the water. You can take out your textbook page number 65. What is that anomalous behavior? Water shows some exceptional behavior between 0 degrees Celsius to 4 degrees Celsius. Normally, what happens it is whenever something it is heated, when a solid object it is heated, what happens? It expands, but water shows some exceptional behavior, that is instead of expanding it contracts. So we'll just read out: water shows some exceptional behavior, that is when it is heated at 0 degree Celsius, that is it contracts. I said it contracts instead of expanding, and this continues till which temperature? Till it reaches 4 degrees Celsius. So what happens? Since it contracts, the volume of the given amount of water is minimum. Volume is minimum, so that means the density it is maximum, because volume and the density are inversely proportional. Then after 4 degrees Celsius it starts expanding. So below 4 degrees Celsius the volume increases and therefore the density decreases. This means that water has a maximum density at 4 degree Celsius. So that means at 4 degree Celsius it has a maximum density. So this is the meaning of the exceptional behavior of the water. Now this it is being explained with the help of the Hobbs apparatus. Now here it is taken a metallic cylindrical container. Then at the middle of the container there is a flat bowl. Now freezing mixture, so that is about the salt and the ice, it is being filled with the freezing mixture. Now inside the metallic cylindrical container the water of 10 degrees Celsius it is being poured. Now in here the two thermometers are being fitted, upper thermometer, so that is T2, and the lower thermometer, so that is T1. Now the temperature it is recorded after every 30 seconds. So what happens? First it is, as the here the temperature decreases due to the freezing mixture. As the temperature decreases, so what happens? It contracts and then the density increases and it goes to the bottom of the container till 4 degrees Celsius. So as the temperature decreases, what happens? It contracts and density increases, so it goes to the bottom. Then after that, due to this, for some time the temperature at the bottom shows, the thermometer at the bottom shows the temperature of 4 degrees Celsius. Now as it falls below 4 degrees Celsius, what happens? It is water in the region it expands. Instead of contracting, it expands. So what happens? So density decreases and the water rises towards the surface. So after some time the upper thermometer shows the temperature of 0 degrees Celsius and the lower shows 4 degrees Celsius. Then finally both the thermometer shows 0 degree Celsius. Understood this? So it shows an extinction behavior between 0 degrees Celsius to 4 degrees Celsius. Just as it is for heating, I said when it is heated, what happens? Instead of expanding, it contracts. So similarly for the cooling, it is when something it is cooled, it has to be contract. No, but it expands when expands below 4 degrees Celsius. So that means expansion means volume increases, density decreases, so it floats on the surface of the water. So this extinction behavior, it is useful for the aquatic animals, so that is in the cold region, for their survival. So it is said that in a region with a cold climate, aquatic plants and animals survive even when the atmospheric temperature goes below. Why? Because when the temperature goes below, water at the surface gradually freezes to ice, but the water under the ice layer remains at 4 degrees Celsius. And ice is a bad conductor of the heat. It will not allow the heat, okay, to escape from below the water, and the oxygen it remains dissolved in the water and then the other gases are pushed out. Remember, ice is a bad conductor, so it will not allow the heat to escape. For this purpose, the aquatic fishes can survive in the cold regions. Now this is a graph, it is given just as I said about T1 and the T2. What happens? It is first it is the T1. So that is the thermometer which is below. So here decreases, and then the T2 shows the gradual decrease. So the intersection point, so that is a 4 degree Celsius. So that means it has a maximum density at 4 degrees Celsius. Now here also the graph it is given. You can see, refer in the textbook, same it is there. Now next it is, what do you understand by the dew point? Dew point, it is the temperature at which the air becomes saturated with the water vapor. So that is called as the dew point. If excess of the water vapor it is there, it condenses in the form of the water droplets. So how you define the dew point? The temperature at which the air becomes saturated with the vapor. So this temperature it is called as the dew point temperature. Now remaining it is here about absolute humidity and the relative humidity. So you can just refer to the textbook page number 66 for the definition. I will give you the link also for the explanation. Now next, it is most important topic. It is a unit of the heat, that is SI and the CGS. So SI unit of the heat is joules, and the CGS it is expressed in the unit of the calories. And what is the relation between the calories and the kilocalorie? So 1 kilocalorie it is equal to 1000 calorie. So the amount of the heat required to raise the temperature of 1 gram of water by 1 degree Celsius. You have to specify this temperature range. This is very important. From 14.5 to 15.5 degrees Celsius is called as 1 calorie heat. How you define 1 kilocalorie heat? Amount of heat required to raise the temperature of 1 kilogram of water by 1 degree Celsius from 14.5 to 15.5 is called as a 1 kilocalorie heat. The remaining we'll do afterwards.